Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to another episode of our glorious Workers and Resources Soviet Republic Let's Play. This episode was supposed to be Soviet Sunday, but instead it is Worker Wednesday. And let me regale to you the very coincidentally unlucky tale of episode 113. What are the chances, honestly, that that would be the cursed episode? So here's what happened, folks, really quickly, in brief. The episode was pretty much ready to release on Sunday as per regular scheduled programming. However, I had just left the thumbnail as a bit of a last-minute thing, which ended up being quite a fortunate decision. Lucky bit of laziness there, I suppose. But I went to load into the save game, close to midnight on Sunday when the episode was going to release. I was going to load into the save game to find a nice screenshot for our thumbnail, and lo and behold, the save file was missing. And I was like, okay, that's very strange because I'm pretty diligent about saving each episode, especially with early access games and betas and things like that, to make sure we're, not going to face any troubles. But whatever, the closest autosave was just moments before I actually closed the game, so that would be fine. But it was corrupt. And so was the autosave before that, and the one before that, and the one before that. All of the autosaves were corrupt, folks. So I actually had to go all the way back to the end of episode 112, having lost over an hour and a half's worth of work. And now I could have still released the episode, and then episode 114 would have basically been me going, well, I gotta redo everything we did in episode 113. And I felt like that would be a very lame situation to be in. Look, I don't think that would have been the right call at all. So instead I decided, you know what? Unfortunately, Soviet Sunday will have to be skipped, and Worker Wednesday, we shall resume and redo all the lost work. Now, obviously, y'all didn't see the work that was lost, but it very much was seen and done by me, so you might notice a little bit of jankiness today, and I apologize for that. It's basically the result of me having to check myself, because as far as my brain is concerned, I've done a lot of the things that I'm going to have to redo today, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of, wait, I thought I already did that, almost certainly. So I apologize for that in advance, but I'm going to try and make it as smooth as possible as we respond to comments now that I've already responded to, and act on comments that I've already acted on. It's going to be weird, but enough of me rambling about that, folks. Let's get down to business. There's a lot to do. The first thing I'm going to do right off the bat is actually disconnect this connection over here. You see what I mean? I'm tripping out, man. When did I stop this construction from happening? Was that the end of episode 112? I guess it was. I thought it was at the beginning of episode 113. Whatever. All right, fine. It's done. It's gonna be a weird episode a little bit, but that's done, so that's good. Fantastic. One of the key things I did was actually rework the rails connections and situation and make some progress down over here. So hopefully I'll be able to recreate that over here. Real quick check. Our iron mines are all done, if I'm not mistaken. Indeed, they are. And our processing plants will complete this session, hopefully, and the steel mill as well. Let's go ahead and continue the construction. No, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and focus on the train platform over here. Go ahead and add more of these construction offices. Aren't you already? There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. And make sure these guys are all assigned. I want to make sure the train platform gets done, because one important thing that was brought up in the comments was regarding bringing passengers, or rather workers, down over here to work the oil refineries and oil byproduct processing plants and things like that. And the idea of taking a trolley bus down from here all the way down to here, then taking a bus or whatever down to here, or taking a cable car down to here, and then taking a bus down to here. You can see, even just in how I'm talking about it, it seems like a very long and arduous process and a very slow process. Now, that might be one way that we bring people down to this area, but I think it'd be nice to also use our, passenger train connection that we've got going on over here, loop around the mountains, and then bring the passengers down this way. And of course, we'll have to be wary of the fact that cargo is going to be shipped up over here as well to bring plastic for the electronic components and electronics assembly hall buildings as well. But I think we'll be able to manage that pretty nicely, make a nice wide kind of berth for more iron mines and stuff that can fit up in the area over here. and I think it'll be a fast trip. Now, I did the, in episode 113, version 1, I did a test, and from here to here, it was roughly a 20-minute ride, like in-game time, obviously. So if that's 20 minutes, then this trip from Uprising Grad down to here might be about an hour and a half is my prediction. People are willing to stay on transit for 4 hours, so that should be fine for us. Anyway, that's enough of me talking on pause. I think I'm good to hit play, actually. I just want to take a quick peek at our, well, a couple of things. 21 plus 3600 is fine. We'll fix that as we develop Uprising Grad and build some of these buildings, but I don't want to do that just yet because that'll skyrocket our unemployment. Unemployment is a little high right now, but I do believe one of the things that I can do to fix that is, yes. Having to check if I have or haven't done stuff is very strange to me. Right, so unemployment over here is something we're going to try and fix. Oh my, we actually have a decent bit of unemployment over here as well. All right, we'll look to fix that as well. We should be able to do a fair bit for unemployment, and once we get this, this train connection, once we get all the steel stuff up and running, unemployment should take a nice hit, I guess is the way to put it. Employment will get a nice boost. Education's looking pretty good. I'm pretty happy about that. Economy is all right. I'm sure we'll keep creeping up to that 10 million and beyond afterwards. Yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to look at. If we take a look at our economy, this year as a whole is probably not that great. We did a lot of paid construction and stuff, I think, but our imports and all, a lot of these imports will be stopping very soon. Now, as far as food and stuff is concerned, I do still have to deal with some of that nonsense, very important nonsense. I will build more fields and things like that, but that is for later, I think. I do really want to focus on our oil expansion and whatnot. I also want to make sure, I know I have some issues that will be coming up, and I want to make sure I nip them in the bud, but now I can't remember all of them is the unfortunate thing. I know this ends up being an issue. There was a new update that changes how train lines work and how blocks work now, so I know this has ended up becoming a bit of an issue. One thing I can do is I can make this section, this was suggested in the comments, make this section a one-way. And that way we'll kind of control the flow of traffic in this area a little bit. I know I need to put a new block down over here if I recall correctly. That should fix, hopefully that'll fix some things. Right side, sorry, hold on, it needs to be right side moving up. There we go. Yes. That's what we want, and that way we should keep this area clear. We'll see. We'll see how that works. I might need to fiddle around with that a little bit more. Trains, you know how they are for me. And I don't know why, but just always a mess. Everything else I think is pretty okay. Let's go ahead and hit play and allow our iron and steel facilities to continue being built up. 5th of November, 1990, even though I wanted to get a lot of my imports stopped by 91, it seems highly unlikely. Let's be realistic, folks. But there's always the future to look forward to, right? There's always the future to look forward to. Now, let's get to work. The reason why I'm, again, pushing hard on this train platform is because I want to make sure our construction on the tracks can begin as quickly as possible. But on the topic of constructing tracks, let's go ahead and make a slight adjustment or two over here. Yeah, this is fine. I could have sworn I did this in 113, but whatever. One thing I want to correct over here is, was point out in the comments that the bends should be pretty wide. And I think for the most part, our curves on the tracks are pretty wide and pretty realistic. You can maintain a higher speed, if I understand correctly. I'm not a train conductor, but if I understand correctly, with wider turning radii, or with a wider turning radius, you're able to maintain top speed, or maybe not top speed, but higher speeds as you make the turn. But this is a pretty sharp turn. So there was a comment that was pointing out some of these sharper turns. I'm assuming it was this one. Let's go ahead and smooth that out. Again, we haven't paid for this. We haven't invested anything in this just quite yet. So we're able to actually go ahead and get rid of a fair bit of this track and make a smoother connection. Now, I do hope, honestly, I think this will end up working out just fine. I know there's a little bit of stress in the comments with regards to this connection over here, but I do think, I mean, unfortunately, this tunnel might have actually become completely useless until we start shipping maybe people down here or something. It'll have its use eventually. Connectivity is its use right now. Go ahead and pause for a second because I do need to demolish this section over here. And let's go ahead and make this connection as well. A nice There we go. There we go. I think that's quite attractive to look at. And it's quite smooth as well. There we go. And there we go. Beautiful. Yeah, that's a lot nice, like a lot wider and smoother. I think that's a lot better. So thank you for that. Again, as always, folks, if you have any suggestions, thoughts, opinions, whatever it might be, feel free to let me know by leaving a comment down below. I do read through each and every comment. It really does make a huge difference in just like what I do in an episode and how I approach things and how I try to fix things. So do keep them coming. And again, as always, if you're enjoying the series, make sure you keep letting me know by leaving a like as well. Those numbers just quickly let me assess what people are interested in watching on the channel. Alright, so these tracks, I'm pretty much ready to commission them, if I'm completely honest. We got this coming down over here, you split apart, you come down this way. Another thing that was pointed out is that it is very helpful. Again, I can't remember if I addressed this already, folks, so I apologize. But it's been pointed out that fewer longer trains are better to have than many short trains. Oh god, I hope that makes sense. What I mean is, right now, one of the problems we have often is that we have a lot of trains that have just, you know, 3 wagons or whatever it might be going back and forth. So we have, let's say, 3 trains with 3 wagons. It might be better for at least cargo to have instead 1 train with 9 wagons carrying a lot more at a time to add as a bit of a buffer, I guess, to the delivery of cargo. So that's what we're going to try and implement with this, especially with how much oil and bitumen and stuff we'll want to be moving. So we will try to do that. Let's go ahead and, yeah, commission this. I think this area is fine as well. We might need to modify some things over here as far as storage is concerned, but I'll talk on that after I commission all of this planned infrastructure. Yep. And our construction vehicles here should be able to move out, basically immediately roll out, you know, round the bend over here and get to work. Down over here, all the way around. It'll take them some time to do, but it's good for them to busy themselves with this. Again, we have a wide amount of space for the development of Uprisinggrad, and after they're done that, or as they're working on that, maybe I'll buy a couple more to work on this expansion that we're going to do over here. More on that in a bit, though. One thing I want to touch on again over here is it's been suggested that these storage tanks are actually not going to be enough storage. Now, they store 1,500 tons of oil or bitumen or fuel. Again, up over here, we're only bringing fuel and bitumen, or rather fuel and bitumen, to transfer across, and we're probably going to change some of the industries at Trainwreckski. I guess our fabric factory requires chemicals, right? But this plastic factory, we could replace. Oh, I guess I do need oil up over here. We can truck the oil up over here. We can store 20 tons at a time. We can truck it up over here. Everything doesn't have to come by ship or by train or whatever. I'm so confused by this. It's really throwing me off. But anyway, so I'm not sure about this 1,500. 1,500? Or 1,500? Where are we? Yeah, 1,500 tons. I'm not sure about that being too much. And in all honesty, my plan here is to... again, this fuel tank will be refueling ships as well, let's not forget. My plan is to ship all that stuff across the water, store it over here, distribute it basically immediately, and any surplus will get taken out for exports. That's when we're going to adjust the terrain over here, and hopefully it works. But any surplus will be taken out for export. So I'm not sure about this being too much. Now, one thing I want to ask before I adjust this, because I don't mind adjusting it, I'm not sure about how the fuel storage works. Am I able to daisy chain fuel storages? Like, do I need to have a pumping station to split the oil or fuel or whatever, and then another pumping station to combine it into a single pipe? Or can I have, you know, 2 storages connect to each other? Like, will they transfer goods from one storage to another and then get pushed forward into, you know, wherever it's needed? Because if I can daisy chain, then this becomes a lot easier to keep clean. If I can't, then we'll have to complicate it a bit using pumping stations. So y'all let me know, because I'm not 100% sure. And if we can daisy chain, then I'll definitely do it. It's not that, you know, not going to break our beautiful layout over here. But if I have to do pumping stations, I'm going to have to rethink this a little bit. So y'all let me know down below if daisy chaining is an option. Ideally, it would be. It would make a huge difference to my approach, though. Where's the other one? You're all the way back over here? Oh, right, I remember this from episode 113, V1. For some reason, and I don't quite understand it. See, I'm going to ask this question even though I've asked it in my previous recording. That is now gone in the ether. But this doesn't make any sense to me. See, this construction vehicle is on this lane, and it is building a track that is on that same side. But, and I don't think it's because of this vehicle, but if we go down the track over here, you'll see it is completely clear, and yet for some reason, it has a red light. And I do not understand that. Now, if I go ahead and I put down a semaphore, let's say right over here. Let's go ahead and give this a chain semaphore, because it'll need to be that anyway, I believe. Now, this will get freed up, and it'll move through. Yeah, so it's not because of the vehicle at all. It'll move through. I don't understand why it gets stuck there. And it's going to get stuck over here as well, but eventually it starts moving through, and they both start building parallel tracks. And if y'all can offer me an explanation, that'll be great. I don't personally understand it, because again, the track is clear. Right, let me, on the topic of explanations and trains and tracks, let me just do a quick check over here. What's your problem, buddy? You cannot get to the open storage. Oh, I see what's going on. Because this is a one-way now. And I could build this. I think I'm fine with this being a two-way. It was a recent suggestion to make this into a one-way. Let's leave that for later if it continues to be a problem. Because again, in theory, it shouldn't be, but all up to the AI understanding how this is supposed to work, right? Are you going to switch over? You did. Okay, good. Sure. Well, we'll see how this plays. I do need to just get rid of this train, don't I? It's never carrying clothes. It's never carrying clothes. We're producing clothes just fine, mind you. That's not a problem at all. But, more about delivering those clothes. Food is doing okay, actually, right now. Is this distribution office done? No, not yet. Because, again, we want to separate our big trucks and our small trucks and their responsibilities. Food. Oh, yeah, we've got some food over here. That's good. That's promising. That's promising. Down over here. Oh, yeah, okay, we got food. Okay, this is good. Right, actually, since we're up here. Again, I apologize if this episode is a little bit on the rough around the edges side, folks. It's just because of this re-recording situation that I feel a little thrown off, obviously. But it's just for this one episode, so bear with me, please. Go ahead and build this connection. So the idea here is that the just to explain, the headquarters, no one's able to actually get here unless we build those, or unless we make some bus lines to bring people down here, which I will do. But first, it's much easier for us to also employ the people over here, just by putting a footpath connection back over here, and I would very much like to do that. Let's go ahead and actually pull this up straight. It looks a little bit neater. And I wonder, if I recall correctly, I am able to... I need to flatten this just a touch. Cancel you, go ahead and level the train just a little bit. There we go. Just a little bit of lowering. I think that does the trick. Go ahead and pull you out. There we go. Pull you over. Excellent. Nice little walk over here by the trees. Over to here, and then get you over to there. I know that I can't make this a straight path. I've already done that test. And we can actually upgrade this right away. Go ahead and auto build. Go ahead and get this done, please. And thank you. And I know it'll work. I've seen it. I've seen it work. Go ahead and get rid of this. And let's also actually get rid of some of these roads that we built, because all of our road connections are now done over here. We can get rid of these roads, get rid of this connection, and have people go through this beautiful boulevard space that we've built. In fact, on that topic, I should go ahead and finally auto-buy these. About time. Go ahead and auto-buy, auto-build. You and you. Get rid of both of you. There we go. And just for style points. Right, I forget. I have to play while the UI is visible. There we go. And boom. From the distance, that little puff of smoke. All right, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there's this little piece over here as well, of course, that needs completing. Go ahead and auto-build you as well. I really like the symbolism here with these statues. Beautiful. Man, that actually does feel pretty good, actually, finally completing this entire area. But yeah, this should now, hopefully, employ a fair number of people from this area. Because again, we have, yep. With a high-quality footpath, you can see how far those folks can come in from, actually. And I guess this is where, I mean, it's students being turned into higher educated individuals by party officials. So I suppose we are learning what political sciences over here, right? If you've got our we've got our technical university. Oh my God, lots of students waiting for professors. That's not ideal. We have our technical university. We'll eventually get a medical university. Trust me, I've seen the comments. Don't worry, it's in the books. And we have you know, our political science university as well, I suppose. All right, with nighttime having fallen, I would like to take a look at unemployment. So hopefully here it'll drop significantly. Over here, 50s, 100s, 50s. Pretty high numbers. Pretty high numbers. Where are you guys actually going? This bus stop over here. How many vehicles come over here? 2 vehicles or 3 vehicles? Well, it's got to be 5 vehicles. Okay, because the IKR 256 is listed here as well as up here. Okay, so this is our... Oh yeah, okay. You go to the coal ore processing plant. Funny. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can add another bus over here, I think. Oh, you guys just go to the cinema, the pub, and the school. I see what the problem is. Some of y'all need to go to this bus stop. Because there isn't enough jobs over there. I assume it's a similar problem over here. 45 workers without jobs. I mean, part of me just believes I should maybe get rid of this specification. I feel like it's hurting me. Go ahead and get rid of this. Man, some of the oldest stuff that we've built and worked on in the area. And let's go ahead and get a bus. New bus. What are you guys up to? Okay. Deal with you later. Go ahead and get ourselves a new... IKR 256 seems like the right call, honestly. Or the IKR 280, just for more at a time. Let's go with... I would say let's go with... oh, geez, the IKR 260 isn't bad either. 66 kilometers per hour. A little bit faster. For slightly fewer people. Fair bit cheaper. I'm going to go with a pair of IKR 260s. And your line is going to be... where are we? Set line. No, right. I have to create a new line. I have to do from here down to here, down to here. Yeah, stay off that main road, and then down to here. Name the line. I don't even. Rinka Grad Party HQ. Rinka Grad North to Party HQ. I feel like that's clear enough, hopefully. Hopefully. Yeah, so that should... Oh, and I guess after here, I should go ahead and add the waypoint as well. Bus platform. Down. All the way up, waypoint. And then the waypoint over here. No? Does that not... Why, oh, right, I gotta save the changes. There we go. Right. I was like, why doesn't it visualize? Cool. So that should be decent for traffic as well. Alright. Go ahead and set line to be Večerinka Grad. And where are we? Filter by custom lines. There we go. There we go. Done. Still getting used to this user interface. I haven't used it too much. Like, I mean, this particular system, subsystem, whatever you want to call it. There we go. Now we can start you. Give it a moment before we start Buddy over here as well. And that should just help, again, with a little bit of employment. Hopefully provide some more professors down over here. Oh, you know what I need to do? Go ahead and get rid of passengers. Go ahead and get rid of passengers. And in fact, I should do that at a line level, right? Okay, I guess it does update at the line level, good. And we are just simply loading over here and unloading over there. The reason why I don't want passengers, but I'm okay with students. I should get rid of children without education, though. They don't need to come up over here. There we go. That way we're delivering not just workers, but also students. This becomes a bus platform for everybody that needs to get down there. Or these become lines for everybody that needs to get down there. Alright, cool. That should do the trick, hopefully. Hopefully we'll see unemployment drop a little bit further in this area. Oh geez, did that really already... Well, changing their where they can go to work definitely helped already. Let's do the same for these guys as well, right? Again, too much direct control without... If I'm going to do direct control, I really have to micromanage a lot more. I feel like that's my... that's the thing. Cool. Got people coming over here. Yeah, unemployment will hopefully take a significant hit. I mean, it did take one earlier. Hopefully we'll see that continue. Oh, I should keep an eye on population as well, by the way. We're at 33K. I need to make sure that when unemployment drops, it's not because our population has dropped, because that's a problem of its own. All right, down over here, progress. Yes, indeed. Lots of it. Beautiful. And over here, progress. Yeah, you can see both tracks are seeing progress. Good. And down over here, are you done yet? Not quite. Waiting on workers. Come on now. Oh, is this bus... This is what blows my mind. It's like we're almost there. 10 work days left. Why not just finish this off? Anyway, I guess that's kind of irrelevant because I need to plan my tracks over here. That's where things get a little, I don't want to say messy, but interesting. Interesting. So, the plan is to have cargo come up and join here with a T-junction and drop plastic off at, I believe, the open storage? No, I thought that was a warehouse over here. Yeah, the warehouse. Right. Oh, so we might not even need... Well, no, we'll probably do a T-junction here and then split it off to join over here, or make it a third track, like a third line. That's an option too. Okay. And we've got our bypass over here as well. Man, we laid this out so long ago, it's almost like a forgotten memory now. We could also move plastics in containers, but I feel like that's adding a step over here for no good reason. We will need containers being shipped up to here, though, eventually, for the plastics and things like that, where vehicles and products will be shipped out in containers. Okay, so we're probably going to put a passenger platform down up over here, and that should be close enough to provide employees, to all of the facilities we're building over here. Again, oil rigs don't need people, but everything we're building over here will need people. So I believe a train platform up over here will do the trick. It'll allow us to put the cargo platform a little bit lower as well, and that should work relatively smoothly. So with that target in mind, let's go ahead and start by pulling this out first. Now, if I'm not mistaken, eventually I get out of range of our construction offices, but that's not the end of the world, obviously. Let's go ahead and start with... Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Go ahead and mark where this will be. Let's go ahead and show our wireframe. I said let's go ahead and show our wireframe, thank you. I wonder if I should snake this way or if I should just go straight down this way. What I would like to do for sure is stay a little bit on the inner side over here. That was a mistake. I meant to do this. Go ahead and flatten this. Okay, good. We're still within range of the construction offices. Go ahead and make sure we are lined up over here. Right on the cross. There we go. Right on the cross. There we go. Perfect. That should be straight. Now this is the passenger connection. The cargo connection is on the outside. And with the cargo connection on the outside, we'll be able to pull you up. No longer right on the cross, so that's okay. No, you're not either. You're in between the... Right in the middle of the grid. I mean, that's fine. That's fine as well. We should be able to pull you up a fair bit. Let's say over to here. There we go. Come on now. smooth out. I don't want it to be super lumpy if avoidable. Okay. Get you up to here as well, yeah. And then we can go ahead and... I guess we'll have to do a fair bit of flattening up there. No big deal. No big deal. Get you up to here. Get you up to here. I want to keep a little bit of space by the border over here. I don't know why, it just feels like the right thing to do. But over here we can, yeah, build our little T-junction, bend this around, we'll be fine. Over here now we get our passengers coming through. And this is why outside-inside matters so much. It's actually good that I'm re-recording episode 113 because I made a slight error here the first time around. Don't have to make that error this time around. For the good of the nation. Unlucky number 13, sometimes, you know, proves to be lucky. Too steep of an incline. Alright, well, let's go ahead and see if we can't... Oh, there we go. This is nice. Do that. That's pretty smooth. Get this here as well. Pretty smooth. Beautiful. Too steep of an incline. Alright, well, let's go ahead and smooth this out if possible. Right over there, eh? Alright. I doubt I'll be able to... Oh, okay, I see what I have to do. I see what I have to do. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Interesting. Okay, not a problem. Go ahead and cancel this section over here. Back to there as well. Let's go ahead and cancel some of these as well. Oh, come on now. There we go. Cancel some of these as well. Just gotta smooth this area out, right? Flatten it a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, that's actually quite a big climb. Seeing it head-on might be helpful as well. And again, right, going uphill and stuff is not ideal for the speed of the train and stuff either. It does require higher engine power. Like, I love that the game actually simulates all that stuff. Higher engine power is needed to maintain speed on the way up an incline. Great. That's where engine power becomes an important factor. There we go. Get all this flattened out over here. Now, it is a bit of an uphill. I mean, we are going by the mountainside, so it is a bit of an uphill, but if we can minimize it a little bit over here, and then that means on the other side we have the downhill, it'll, you know, uphill both ways. Something, something. There's a joke in there somewhere. Let's go ahead and get this done. Go ahead and get you done, and hopefully these will connect as well. I should have checked these guys first. Of course I should have checked these guys first. Well, that works. I mean, it looked smooth to me. It was fine to me that the game was still taking issue with it. I suppose we could adjust that a little bit. Fine. Just a little bit. Go ahead and cancel you, cancel you. All these pink dots are going to kill me as well. All these pink dots are going to kill me until I can get rid of them. From center, there we go. That'll hopefully help smooth it out. And here comes nighttime. There we go. That's all I really need, is like for the tracks to be able to smooth with the right mouse button. Makes a world of difference. Now here we've got too steep of an incline. Come on now. Can't have my cake and eat it too, can I? This one's fine though. Alright, wild. Well, that seems reasonable to me. Cool. Yeah, that seems reasonable to me. And let's go ahead and wait until the sun rises before we continue onwards, because it'll get real messy real fast otherwise. But yeah, I think this is gonna work nicely. Again, it is a long route around the mountains, but if we get, you know, decent speed trains... Again, this was a 20-minute ride from here... Sorry, from here to here was a 20-minute ride, but these trains are also much older trains, right? Like these locomotives, PW201E. I wonder if I can still even look at it. Where are we? Here. If I go to purchase a new vehicle or mechanism, electric locomotive, PW, yeah, these guys are way outdated. Way outdated, and I don't need faster locomotives everywhere. I mean, what's going on with Vechyrinka Grad right now works. We don't need to change speeds there, it's fine. Maybe we'll upgrade it down the line, but you know, you look at this 160 kilometers per hour. I don't think these trains get there. Let me check actually. How fast do you get when you get to your straight line? What is your straight line top speed? That is you, right? Yeah. 70. It should reach its top speed before it hits the station. Probably, what, 120? Yeah. Well, it actually does that at top speed. Interesting. So yeah, 120 is the top speed. These guys are a fair sight faster. This one is at least. So we should be fine as far as that is concerned. As far as distance is concerned. Now, I just want to do a quick check over here. We'll need to get some more food factories and stuff down over here for sure. I wonder if food is reaching anybody. Food's reaching some people for sure. Like, I'm sure Brixtonia... I'm not sure. I shouldn't speak before I've checked. I mean, hey, they do have food. And they've got meat. Okay. Uprising Grad, I have my doubts. Yeah, lots of clothes, though. Oh, no, we do have some food here. Okay. Okay. Okay, progress. Progress. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Cool, 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 cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. We need to do some work down there for sure. But again, I'm... Oh, jeez. I knew this was coming. I wasn't sure when. I wasn't sure when. Alright, so... Get now. Why and where the fix lies. Go ahead and cancel... Well, let's see. Let's loop you around, head you back to Vetu. This space I need to figure out the solution for. Jeez, this is a long, long lineup. Some of these guys just got here, though, so that's promising. Some of these guys did not just get here. That's less promising. Alright, so you are going back that way. Obviously can't get rid of this. I could get rid of this. There we go. That'll do the trick. Yeah, I need to figure this space out urgently. Because this is going to start being a problem. And we cannot fit a bridge over here. I've checked already. I can't remember if it was episode 112 or 113, but we checked already. We cannot fit a bridge over here. But once I sort out this mess... Because again, my idea is that trains would wait over here until this space is freed up. But that's obviously not working. Obviously not working. I wonder if I need to do this instead. And I don't think I can fit a semaphore. Oh, I can. No, I can't. I'll need to sort this out eventually. I'll need to sort that out sooner rather than later. So if you have any ideas, feel free to share. Feel free to share. Again, let me just highlight that for a moment here. Because, like, my idea is... trains would wait over here in the wings. Well, I guess they would wait in any one of these three spots if they're trying to go into the track, into the station. But I guess what happens is a tram, or what happened was a tram was leaving this area, blocking this section, and I needed to cross down to here. And a tram was entering this area, coming from up there. So those guys were blocking each other fine. Over here, this train was over here. Blocked, obviously, because that tram was blocked. And I guess the chain is what's stopping it. So I guess these should be chains as well, perhaps? Oh, jeez. Well, we'll see if that does the trick. We'll see if that does the trick. Let me quickly check unemployment before we get back to our situation down south. Oh, yeah, look, this is so much better. So much better. So much better. Where's my year? Cool. Obviously the jammed buses and stuff doesn't help, but good stuff. Economy's also past that 10 million mark. Oh, hello. Now I've got problems here. Alright, you're useless. You're useless. You've caused me nothing but issues. Get you out of here. Let's get you back to the depot. We use trucks for this, that's fine. More than enough, I would say. More than enough. I could also export some of our fabrics. It was brought up as well as a suggestion to export our fabrics because we have so much sitting around. You just use a distribution office to do that job. All right, progress over here. Good stuff. All right, back down here. Get to our tracks. Now here, right, so where do we want to get to? Let's put our passenger platform down first. A regular platform is all we need. Again, people are getting off over here. They're not getting on, so it doesn't need to be a big... a much bigger platform or anything like that. Let's go ahead and, yes, put it up over here. I do believe that'll be within range of everything. Could be. Could be fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and put you down over here. I have to flatten the train a little bit. The train a little bit. Oh. Pop you down like so. That will allow me to draw these lines out. Oh, you know what I should have checked? I should have just put it on the wireframe properly. That'll just make it easier to line things up a little bit, at least for starters. Train platform. Sure, let's keep you in between lines of the grid. And down over here. Yeah, so the footpaths can go down, they can converge, they can go up and converge as well. Cool. Cool, let's go ahead and do that. And let's go ahead and pull you straight up over here. Okay, we can apparently flatten a fair bit of this. Shockingly. I wonder how smooth this is going to be. Kind of blindly flattening. Pop you down. I mean, not terrible. Much better than I was expecting, if I'm completely honest. Here it gets too steep, okay. Well, that's fine. We can adjust that. That's fine. Go ahead and cancel you. There we go. Use you to flatten a bit first, perhaps. Come on now. Oh, now it doesn't care. Oh, there we go. Excellent. Excellent. This game sometimes. All right, there we go. Pull you up as well. Excellent. And then we should be able to bend. I mean, this area is where it's going to get funky. Like, I might need to go down, yeah, this way. I think that's fine. The only concern I have is with the mining potential that we're going to miss out on. Because there are pockets of iron in the area that we'll eventually probably want to tap into, right? Well, actually, one iron mine over here will do the trick. Over here, it's pretty barren. We put a mine down over here, if anything. Maybe one up over here. So, yeah, we can actually cut through this dead area over here. There might be... Nope, there's no coal here either, and I highly doubt there's any oil here. So, you know what? Fair enough. Go ahead and head to our infrastructure. And again, these guys will all come together down here. I wonder if I'll want to bend just a little bit sooner. Again, we'll want it to be a wide curve, right? Too steep of a descent. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this stuff back a little bit. Might need to do a little bit of digging, not the end of the world. Blowing up the side of a mountain is not unfamiliar grounds for an industrial complex, right? Flatten you, there we go. Not a little bit, there we go. Beautiful. Something like this seems reasonable. Hopefully we can fit all four of these tracks side by side. I think it would look quite nice. I want to see these like massive, train tracks in action. They've always fascinated me. I always thought they're super cool. So I'd love to, be able to recreate that kind of feeling, I guess. Now here we're going to have to... Oh dear, that's a mess. Why'd the game even let me do that? That's a hot mess. All right, let's go ahead and clean that up. I mean, I know why it let me do that, because of how it's aligned next to another track, but go ahead and flatten this space over here. Definitely needs flattening. There we go. Again, blowing up the side of a mountain is not a foreign concept for this level of industrial development. A little bit of flattening here will go a long way. I'll just smooth this space out as well, right? Just make it look a lot nicer too. There we go. There we go, hard at work. Now it's so weird actually, in the previous recording of this episode, this space was too far away from the construction offices and it wasn't actually allowing me to terraform. Very funny actually. Go ahead and smooth everything out over here. Building on fire, I'm going to assume that one of our fire stations is near it. Which reminds me, that's another thing I have to be very wary of in this area. These buildings have got to be prone to suffering from fires. Smooth all this out. Smooth all this out. Make sure our trains can come through. There we go. There we go. Hopefully that'll do the trick. Let's check with the outermost connection here. There we go. And let's go this way. There we go. Flatten that a little bit. Allow this to go straight out. Okay. Change your angle only ever so slightly, but I think it is the right thing to do. Go ahead and lower this, please. Don't want these tracks to separate that much. That would be very weird, I think. In fact, now that we've actually flattened, this should be helpful. Now that we've flattened using the tracks, we can just use that as a reference point for our flatten from the center tool, and there you go. I'll just take a moment, but it'll do the trick much better than I could have done by eyeballing or anything like that. This should make a world of difference. Should being the keyword here. Beautiful. Nice to see these guys working quickly. A little bit more flattening over here. Again, this is the outermost point of the tracks, so we don't have to worry about the left side. I'll put this down before the sun sets. That'd be ideal. Pop you down to there. Pop you down to there. Excellent. 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 And excellent. Again, that should make for decent high-speed transitioning, I would think. Looks like it. It looks pretty smooth to me. And then from here, you have to connect down to here. That's going to be interesting. And from here down to here. And then, of course, those cargo tracks are outside as well. Cool. Question becomes, what needs smoothing? Oh, geez, this becomes really hard to look at when the sun has set. The wireframe, I mean. But yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. And these guys will connect just fine. I've got these guys. Oh, man, it's the 12th of December. Oh, man, I'm alive. I exist in this universe. 4th of December is my birthday, 1990. I exist. I actually did not check this place out. Yeah, I'm sure we were fine. We got enough fire trucks in the area over here. But yeah, all right, cool. I mean, I feel like we've done a decent bit of progress by the time I was born. You know, I feel like this is exciting times all around. It is weird to cross that date line, I have to say. But it has happened. I've been waiting for it for a very long time. For the entirety of this playthrough, basically. Pretty happy about where we are right now. Let me quickly check again the food situation and the distribution office up over here as well, if it's been completed. I might make... Nah, still not done, eh? Waiting on some boards. Well, they're laying bricks right now, so I don't need the boards just quite yet. Do we have boards? Where is my... That's all gravel. Really hard to see in the dark, isn't it? Where is my wood cutting? All coal. There we go. Wood cutting post and the sawmill. Okay, we do have vehicles coming through here. Medium's customs house. Okay, yeah, it is going to the open storage first to unload, and then anything that's surplus is being exported. Fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Let's take a quick peek at our steel and iron situation as well. Looks like these processing plants are, yep, all done. Good stuff. This thing, still, just 10 work days left. Just finish it off, you know? Just finish it off. This thing is, yeah, seeing some progress as well. I mean, if this gets done soon, we'll want to make some progress on these. You know what, actually? I'll do it when the night comes. For now, let's focus on this, our daytime activity. So, go ahead and flatten this a fair bit. Try and make it a straight line. Would be ideal. almost click the auto build button there. That would not be ideal. It'd be the exact opposite of ideal, in fact. Come on now, smooth out, baby. Just let me, there we go, beautiful. I want it to go flat. I do not like, I mean, the track on top of a mound makes sense often, but I also don't necessarily like it. This is, of course, not going to want to go all the way through with all 4 of these. I like how different this looks as well, this 4 side-by-side track situation. Go ahead and flatten this. Oh, I see. I see where the problem lies, I assume. Go ahead and do this. Hopefully that'll do the trick. A little bit of flattening required. Yeah, there we go. Please, there we go. Fall in line, I was going to say. Excellent. Get you down. We'll need a little bit of flattening because we've adjusted that middle section, but it looks like we're okay, mostly. There we go. And, oh, come on. There we go. And there we... How's that making sense? We just tested you. In fact, we used you as a flattening guy, did we not? Too steep of a descent. Alright. We'll get this. This won't take very long. This won't take very long. Watch, it works now. Oh, go ahead and flatten just a little bit. There we go. Let's go in the other direction. That'll do the trick, right? Okay. I'm not going to stand by that. I'm not going to stand by that misclick. There we go. And please work, baby. There we go. Beautiful. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult. And then we can make this connection as well. Relative angle is too sharp. What are you talking about? That's a perfectly smooth angle. Okay. I just pull this back a little bit. Give us a little bit more room to make this turn, I suppose. That should do the trick, right? Smooth it out just a touch. There it is. I do not like the jankiness over here. Go ahead and level terrain out from the center. Smooth all this out. We'll need it. I know we can make this work. I know we can make this work. And this is where the cargo tracks will probably split away as well. So that gives us a bit more liberty as well in terms of how that stuff all moves around. Right? There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. Not what I meant. Alright. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I like. Too steep of an incline, I'm assuming. All the way at the end. Interesting. Let's see how that looks, though. A little bump over here. Okay. We'll smooth that out. We'll smooth that out. That's not too much trouble. It's just like, I hate leaving things like that. I don't know if y'all agree. Maybe I'm overthinking it. I'd love to just be able to ignore some of that messiness, I suppose. But it does really bother me when, like, you have these little, like, lumps and stuff. I just don't buy it. After all that effort as well, to leave it like that after having made all that effort just seems, you know, counterproductive. It's like if I didn't care about how things looked, then I should have just not cared right from the beginning. Unfortunately, I do care about how things look. And now the question becomes, can you get through? You can. And can you get through? You can. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So yeah, this is probably where they'll split, go on either side of these power lines. Run up those wire frames, right? We could do... Well, we'll have to do a little bit of flattening and stuff over here. This is... Yeah, there we go. Flatten, flatten. Beautiful. Pull you over as well. Not do a figure eight, thank you. Then we should be able to, yes, do that. Excellent. Oh, this makes me so happy. I'm really happy with how this space is looking. And hopefully functioning when the time comes. Again, the tracks are being kept separate, so it's not like they're going to interfere with each other. And this is where, yeah, the cargo train and the fuel loading and all that's going to happen. I mean, if this is a little tightly packed, we can always adjust this as well and kind of split these away from each other. So we have a bit of wiggle room, which is another thing I wanted to make sure we had, was wiggle room for adjustment. So, how does the cargo train station fit over here? If we take a look at the cargo, where are you? Not the warehouse. It has to be under tracks. Where are you, buddy? Cargo train station. This will load plastics and chemicals. This is our plastics factory. This is our chemical plant. Chemical plant will also push chemicals over to the plastics factory. Right? Gotta remember that. Cargo station can go over here, let's say. For now. Maybe a little bit temporary. I might want to put it a little bit higher, actually, because we do want to have... Yeah, okay, here's what we'll do. Put you up over here. Not auto building or anything, so put you up over here. Get a connection over here. Like so. Right, because then forklifts will be able to send things down over here. Let's go ahead and take a look at our modded forklift garages. I do believe I've got one already. Forklift facility. Yep, I do. Move this over to here, right? Actually, it's a deal, I suppose. Let's do... Okay, here's what I'll need to do. I will need to hook you up over here. And I'll also need our road crossing. Okay, so let's go ahead and get the road crossing down first. Put you down over here. Get our garage down over here. I think having it face up is the right call, actually. I would love to see the actual connection. I'd like it to be straight. I'd like it to be as clean as possible over here. There we go. If we go to the roads, we should be able to connect you. No, we're not able to connect you, are we? Fair enough. Fair enough. I don't know why you gotta do this to me, game. Why you gotta hurt me like this. But I'll accept it. I'll accept it. Go back to our mods here. Got a road crossing. Might need to just nudge things a little bit further up. Just a little bit. Factory connection crossing. A little bit higher up, right? That's what I want. There we go. I mean, that's a smooth spot for this. Mod, road crossing. Yeah, that should be fine. Get as top down a view as possible. Hook you up over here. Hook you up over here. Now we should have our forklifts able to move chemicals to the plastics space, and then forklifts able to move chemicals and plastics over to a train that is waiting to be loaded up. Don't think I need a warehouse proper for this. So I could, I suppose, get a warehouse in this area as well. I mean, I don't need the cargo station either. It could just be a warehouse, but I don't think that would be as ideal. It's tough. It would load a lot faster directly from the cargo station, or directly from the warehouse to the cargo station. So I suppose I could rework this a little bit, move these buildings a little bit further apart from each other. But it seems redundant to have the warehouse and the cargo station. And the thing is, over here for the chemicals factory, I want to get a wood cutting post as well in the area, but also I want to have gravel come through, probably truck it down or something. Okay, this is interesting. Now, this is enough room for a road too steep of a descent, so we'll need to flatten that a little bit. If I make this a cargo train station... this is interesting. This is interesting, because where's our warehouse? And how can I smooth this out a little bit? We'll see if this works. Might need to rework this a little bit. Actually, this was the last thing I touched on at the end of the previous version of this episode. So this is where things get back to where I was. So I'm glad I was able to get to where I was, actually a little bit faster than the previous recording. Yeah, I think it makes sense to have the warehouse here instead. And what I'd probably want to do is, if I get the road, I cannot do that. Let's go back to our warehouse. Right, Buy a little bit more room for the road. Yeah, okay. So what I would maybe want to do is get the track, yeah, to have a bypass. Because again, the same track is probably also going to go down for exports over at Mole. Now let's not forget. So over here, I'll need to reduce how far out we go, or I can you know, loop it back in. Whatever. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. That's not the big deal here. This, yeah, we're able to ride alongside this. Might do a little bit of smoothing and whatnot, but that's fine. Over here, we can get a bypass down for any train that is instead looking to get fuel, because fuel loading happens separately. That's actually 2 tracks. All right, interesting. This will need a little bit of, yeah, figuring out. Now, what was I going to do when the sun sets? Jeez, I have completely forgotten. There's so much going on right now. Let me just check something really quickly, though. No train issues over here. Yeah, looks like we're okay. You're just loading up, right? Yeah, you are just loading up. Steel is looking okay. Mechanical components looking okay. Yep. Good stuff. Good stuff. Damn, what was I? Well, this distribution office is done, so that's good. Yeah, I'm definitely ahead of where I was with the previous recording of this. Move you over to here. Move you over to here. Move you over to here. All these little trucks. All these tiny trucks can be moved over to here. That's exactly what I'm waiting for these guys as well. Oh, right, I remember what I was going to do. Not you guys. You guys. Move you over to here. Move you over to here. Oh, is it topped up? I guess it is. I guess it is. It only fits 5 vehicles. Ah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Not the end of the world. I mean, I could assign these vehicles to this distribution office as well. All right, cool. So that's happening. This distribution office is going to, well, so sorry. This one, we're going to get rid of the rescue road cargo station. We're going to get rid of you. Going to get rid of you. Going to get rid of you. Yep. And we're going to get rid of you. And also you and you. I want you, no, sorry. I want you to pick up meat and food, and I want you to drop it off over here. And over here. There, okay. Yeah, that's fine. And you are going to pick up food over here. And meat over there. You're going to drop it off over here. Gonna drop meat off over here. Gonna drop food and meat off over here. Gonna drop food and meat off over here. And you're going to drop food and meat off over here. I believe that covers all of the shopping spaces. Cool. And that should do a much better job of using the big trucks to bring food. Oh, okay. Seriously, I can, man. I need to sort this out. This is a major problem. This is a major problem. This is slowing a lot down. Okay. You'll come through. Tell you to go through now. All right, cool. Jeez, that's an issue and a half. But hang on. Yeah, unemployment's going to be up. Whenever that happens, unemployment's going to be up. But you can see it was pretty low at 2,500. So we've... though our population dropped as well, didn't it? Did it drop or did it go up? I can't remember now if it was at 33 or 36. There was a 6 in there somewhere. I just can't remember where that 6 sat. So Some of these guys are moving. Our food is topped up. That's the thing. We've got food here. We just don't have the distribution of it. I do wonder if I should get some of the... Yeah, the buses aren't the problem. It's the trucks that are trying to come through here. I need to stop procrastinating about this. I need to solve this ASAP. I have to solve this ASAP. Why are you... Why can't you... Because you're stuck, because you're here. And should you be checking that far down? I mean, I guess. You can be a regular. There we go. Okay. I send you over that way. You'll follow shortly after. That should clear this up. I mean, hey, at least food's not stuck. Oh, come on. What did I cack up there? That's what I cacked up there. Alright. Nuclear solution. Through you go. Done. I need to solve this with a bit more permanence than that, as we can tell. Now, sorry, I wanted to do this before we end this session. You going to assign a bunch of new construction. This stuff needs to get done. Let's make sure it does get done. I don't know how the power lines get built, by the way, but we'll find out. There we go. I want to build as much of this stuff myself as possible. And again, just kind of save right on resources. Save on finances, I should say. You building as well, cool. And you are working on some stuff. You see, we've done some of it. We can definitely do more. Definitely do more. Save us a ton of money. That road connection? Oh, I see. I see the issue. There. Something to get us started, at least. Something to make some progress, at least, on some of these. And, you know, in fact, I believe I can even... Yeah, I can. I can even make one of these. Whatever money we can save, right? And again, if it's taking too long, we can rush it. No big deal, but... I think it's nice to behave like an actual nation that's actually proud of its creations. On the topic of which, we'll have to, right, on the topic of proud of our creations. I really need to sort this mess out, so if y'all have any suggestions or advice or clarifications, anything I'm missing, let me know. And then down over here, this will be interesting as well. I mean, I'm thinking, yeah, we have the warehouse over here to store chemicals and plastics and ship it all away. We have our bypass up over here for the oil and fuel. That will be, you know, two ways. It'll continue and it won't. This will also be two ways, right? Because plastics and stuff will be taken up there as well. But to take it up there, we'll want to containerize potentially. So do we do that here, or does that get picked up further down the line? Or stuff to think about. Definitely stuff to think about. But it is cool to see the progress, you know, across the mountainside over here, where we're definitely on track for something. We're definitely on track for something. I wonder if I want to rejig this a little bit just to smooth it out. Y'all let me know if you want to even see that or not, or if we just leave it as is and accept the jankiness. But folks, this is where we're going to call it a session. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, my apologies for the delay. Hopefully the save file will be fine and it won't be corrupted or anything like that. That would be very unfortunate. But if you did enjoy, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, and how I do it, of course. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of my channel members and patrons for supporting the channel on a monthly basis. It keeps it alive and running smoothly. And a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, das vidanya.